It was a table for one at Dexter's tonight, but there was a late substitute as it turned out that Finney was going to be dining and not Al. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, here to review Season 1, Episode 8 of Dexter Resurrection. This episode was called The Kill Room, Where It Happens, and Finney was the unlucky one because he found himself in a kill room that was designed for Al. We all thought Al was going to die this episode, but he sneaked out the back door. He's going back to Wisconsin, and yeah, Dexter, he likes to kill people, but I don't know if he's going to like that journey, that trip to the big city in Green Bay.
How about that? Yeah, Al Toysborn, he's left, he's escaped. You know what, yeah, I actually like the fact that Dexter got two of them, but one got into jail and then the other one's escaped. I think if we just kill every single one of them a wee bit over the top, so to speak, but Al, he's escaped. Hamilton was a big fan of it, didn't like the rap music, but Finney, man, He took the mantle spot. Dare I say it was better than Al's death could have been.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, Finney and Al are probably like the same in terms of like physical size, and I'd say maybe height. And so, I mean, it could have been the same person. I mean, Dexter could have just pretend that Finney was Al, I guess. Stuck a ponytail on him. Things might have been okay.
He's a thick Italian man.
Right, yeah, we start the episode. Charlie is suspicious of Dexter. She wants to protect Prater. Prater's like, well, do your fucking job then. You don't see people the way I see them. I trust Dexter. So, I mean, Dexter, can he be trusted? Who knows? Is Prater... Does he really trust Dexter, or does he just want Dexter to believe that? Is he just letting Charlie believe that? I mean, surely Prater must look at what's going on around him and going, ever since this red guy turned up, all my favourite killers have started dropping.
It'd be very naive for him not to be looking at this situation and be like, right, something weird's happening.
His drowning pool would say, let the bodies hit the floor, and Red shows up in New York, and the bodies have been hitting the floor non-stop. But yeah, we don't really know how Prater feels towards Dexter, but I'm sure he's going to be very disappointed that Al, the other killer that he's got in his stable, is now gone. So Prater went from having this dining room full of guests, full of killers, and now he's got nobody.
Absolutely.
He's going to have to start recruiting again.
Well, he's going to have to, but will they find out about Dexter? I mean, it looks like it's going that way. Of course they're going to find out at some point, but I mean, you can't really blame Prater for not thinking it's Dexter, because at the end of the day, the way everything played out, what happened to me, it doesn't look overly suspicious, right? Lol, I mean, a body never turned up, and then as for the Gemini killer, well, they didn't know about the twins, and also it looked like self-defense.
Absolutely. Right, we've got Batista, he's tracking Dexter, he's looking at everywhere he goes, he's got his little investigation board up, and he's making a note of any place that Dexter is staying at for a long period of time, so like half an hour or more. He's got a couple of places where he stops when he's doing his rare shades, waiting for pickups, and he's got the restaurant, the Cajun restaurant, the Cajun chicken. So
they do have decent Cubanos, but anyway, never mind.
I mean, Batista would know, I guess, a bit nice Cajun stuff. So
yeah, it was a nice tie back though to Dexter in the last couple of episodes, referring to Batista as kind of like a fat fuck.
Yeah,
he'll want those Cubanos back in Miami, and this pretty much hinted at that.
God damn it, right. He spots though that he is staying at this new place for longer than he probably should, and it turns out that he's preparing the kill room for Al tonight. He's getting it wrapped up in plastic. Batista goes to check it out, but by the time he gets there, the signal is taken off. Dexter's away. Batista doesn't find the place that he's looking for.
But it was right behind him.
Yeah, it was right behind him. This, a big laundrette. So yeah, he should have noticed it. But I think he was too focused, to be honest, on the tracker. So he was too focused on the fact that Dexter was gone. And Dexter at this point has his sights set on Al tonight. But he also speaks with Harrison, and he says he'll take care of Finney. Now, by taking care, I don't think he means he's going to go out and look after him, but he'll maybe persuade him to perhaps let Elsa back into the house and get rid of the mold and maybe put the heating on, or maybe things are going to heat up for him.
It was going to be a simple conversation, but with Al's pretty disappearance, fleeing back to Wisconsin, he's going to have to put Finney on the table now. He's going to have to feel hungry now, man, big man. But I'll tell you what, talking about Blessing, let's get into him. I don't see Blessing. Do you know think he's a bit of a fucking gun? Dexter!
I don't like him.
You said, you told me that you betrayed me, Dexter. Dexter Morgan.
Yeah, so Dexter's...
I mean, Dexter didn't exactly do a great job, right? Because he could have been like, here, it just slipped out during conversation, I assume she know kind of deal, right? But when he was doing the acupuncture with his daughter, you know, she's sitting there putting the wee needles into him, and she's like, you know, his childhood was tough, and he's like, yeah, being a child soldier, and she's like, what? I didn't know. And then she breaks down in tears, and like, I get it, right? Being a child soldier is pretty dark because, you know, soldiers are supposed to be fully grown adults, and when you hear the term child soldier, you kind of know they've been groomed into that and they've been killing people when they were kids, so it's not ideal, right? But she takes it extremely bad and then rings him, and then when Dexter's having a wee spot of lunch next to Blessing's wife, Dexter, then he sits to him in the basement. I genuinely thought, right, when Dexter said, I'm sorry about that, this guy was going to, like, let it slide to a degree. Imagine if Harrison, no, you killed one person. Only one?
Just one? Yeah, listen, I don't really care for Blessing. The more we get of him, though, I'm beginning to think there is a deeper purpose for him being in this show, because I just don't think he's that likeable enough to just simply be the friendly neighbour who's a protagonist.
Yeah.
So these theories of him perhaps being a killer, I'm a bit more open to them now, because I just don't think he's a likeable character.
He's not, and it's definitely going towards the route of people. He was lovable, I think, it's at first, but now the last couple of episodes, he's been an arsehole, and I get it. His mother died. Like, I mean, most people would be an arsehole if that happened for like a week or two, but I feel like this is unnecessary. And we're 8 episodes in. The guy's had a lot of development. We've been introduced to a lot of his family members. The Ripper's definitely going to be connected to him in some capacity.
Although if arseholes were killers, then Detective Wallace would certainly be a killer, because she is the biggest arsehole of them all.
Ruined that song, guys.
Yeah.
Staying alive.
Is that the only song she's got on her playlist?
Feels that way.
Because every time we see her listening to music, which is a lot, by the way...
You can be a brother, being a mother, staying alive.
Yeah, she's just always listening to that song, and I guess one of my critiques of this, like, seeing a lot of shows, do you know, think like they use music, but it's almost like in the background. You hear it just playing in the background. See with Dexter Resurrection, it's like, see whenever there's music playing, it takes the forefront, doesn't it? It's like it overshadows anything else. Do you not agree with that?
Yeah, it's like played over the top of the actual audio as well.
Yeah, whereas music in the past, it always felt like it was like distinct, and it was just something that was like happening in the background. But in Dexter Resurrection, it's like the music is the first and foremost, and everything else is like an afterthought. It just seems like you're listening to like a song and you hear nothing else. Like the music is drowning out every other sound, which is weird. Cause I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be.
No, it's not,
but for some reason in Dexter Resurrection, the main focus is the music.
They got a big TV deal with Paramount. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying they're forced to play this music, but whatever deal they've signed, it's obviously led to them having to play a certain amount of songs.
Yeah, probably, right. We see Prater, he's setting up some, like, gala dining for injured officers. The woman setting it up has forgot to put in a ramp for the disabled wheelchair users.
I mean, this is actually unacceptable. It's like, you're setting up a gala for the disabled/crippled community of the NYPD who have suffered in the line of action, and you forget a fucking ramp.
Yeah, I don't think Prater took this well, but I think he tried to disguise it, but he didn't seem too happy, like.
But no wonder, right? I know this can look, it's a very stuck-up affair.
If Al was still in town, I think he'd have ordered him to take her ponytail.
I think so, but I mean, I know because, this is, it's a gala, it's for, like, the rich folk, whatever, but anybody with half decent common sense would know that if you're doing an event for, like, the disabled, you're going to need a ramp. Like, honestly, like, even, like, a ramp instead of stairs, like, I think most people prefer walking up a ramp than the stairs. I know I do.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
It's accessible for all, and it's like your one job. It's like, is Prater supposed to care that you used, like, you use red flowers? That brilliant. That outweighs the fact you didn't use a ramp for the disabled veterans.
Speaking of disabilities, we've got a Wallace and Oliver scene up next, and I just think she lacks the ability to be likeable in any way possible. Every time we see her on a scene, it's my least favourite scene of Dexter Resurrection. I just wish she would have died the first time we seen her. These two had nothing for me. We don't need them. We've got Batista. Now, you can argue, yeah, but we need detectives from New York. Well, give us better detectives. Give us more likeable detectives. Give us detectives that when they pop up on screen, they don't ruin the entire fucking scene or episode. Or season, for that matter.
Yeah, what kind of fucking name's Oliver? Or Oliver, Olivia, Olive. Right, see if this guy's name warrants Dexter's fucking kill table, man. It really does. I mean, see what grown man wants to be called that? No, nobody. Right, and see her. I actually cannot stand. One of your shirt sleeves is smaller than the other one, right? And see the way she spoke to Quinn later in the episode. That fucking rubbed me the wrong way. Like, he's saying what? Because you've just spoke about a case that ended 20 years ago. And
is the line bad? Is the connection bad? Or
do you have a problem in Miami? Fuck it! I hope Batista drops the fucking leg on the next episode.
There's a problem. You're on the phone to me. Should have hung up on the bitch. But for I just don't like these two. There's no redeeming qualities. What do they add? This Oliva guy seems to have fucking no sort of like detective skills at all, and she is just the most unlikable person I think we've ever seen.
Yeah,
I think we're talking up there with Fogel and
Lumen. I think if he had a good partner, his character would be alright. He's just weighed down by like every scene he's in.
Yeah, it's like every time you see him, you know you're getting her, so it's just like it has that bad effect kind of deal on him, or on them, but yeah, the less we see of them, for me, would be the better. Dexter then gets ready to go to the Hamilton show with Al, but Al phones him and is like, nah, screw that shit, it was a rap show instead. I'm heading back to Wisconsin. Dexter's devastated. He's like, you can't go. We need to meet up one last time. I'll meet you halfway there. I'll meet you on your journey out to Wisconsin. And I was like, nah, too late. I gotta go home and make some babies. So Dexter at this point has to concede that Al's gone. He ain't gonna get Al. He's deleted the rest of the names from Prater's little dining killer party, but he has to delete Al's name. But unfortunately, he's not deleting Al's name after a kill. He's deleting Al's name because Al just got away. So, is it the last we see Al? Will Al reappear maybe in a season 2? Or, I mean, could we see Al come back? If Prater finds out the truth about Red, could Prater call Al back into New York to tie up some loose ends? Something like that, maybe.
Could see that.
But for now, Al managed to get away. And
I like this though, because I think it makes sense that Dexter can't get everyone. So I think Al going back to Wisconsin, it gives you another door to open.
Well, it didn't make sense for Dexter because he was not happy about this and decided he was going to turn his attention to Finney. We see him going to Finney's office. Finney's like, "What the fuck am I paying you for? Who is this loser? Are you the cops?
Are you a lawyer? How about that?
Then fuck off." Then we see Dexter capture Finney up an alleyway, just wearing like some sort of tights over his head, like an absolute weirdo. Puts him in the back of the truck and takes him to that laundrette where he's got Finney on the table, wrapped up in plastic, and he says, "This is for your tenants." And he's got this big knife out, but
breathing in mold.
Yeah, all while holding Finney's mouth shut so he can't breathe, so Finney's getting a taste of what his tenants have been feeling lately. But Batista's on the case, the AirPods, he's tracking them, he's outside the door, he manages to break in, but Dexter hears it and at this point decides to just cut Finney loose, which I believe he was supposed to do anyway, but I mean, who knows? I wouldn't have been surprised if Finney said something on this table that maybe pissed Dexter off and he just decided to, well, you know what, I can't get Al, so I'll take you instead. But he cuts Finney free, and Finney just decides to make a run for the door. His trousers are down, his underpants are showing. Batista barges in, he's like,
Where's
Dexter Morgan?
On my way, cocksucker!
Yeah, Finney's like, on my way, cocksucker! And just steamrolls him like a runaway train. Just knocks over Batista, who's a big guy himself, but Finney was just... He wasn't walking alone, he was running alone. Straight out of that laundrette. Batista goes into the back, sees all the plastic, pretty much confirms that, here, the Bay Harbour Butcher is still doing this, the Bay Harbour Butcher's still operating. Gives chase, but Dexter is already out the back and away in his car. He later finds the AirPods and destroys them, so looks like Batista's got now no way to track him. Batista calls Wallace and Oliver, but unfortunately they don't really believe Angel. I think they believe he's perhaps going crazy. He said he had proof. All they see is some plastic. We know Dexter, we know Bay Harbour Butcher, and we know Victim. So as far as they're concerned, they might be thinking that actually Batista's just the one that's placed this plastic.
Yeah, I think the conversation last episode where Dexter planted the seed that Batista kind of went off the rails since like Maria and Dux died. It's masterful for him here, but at the same time, you would think they would have a wee bit of leeway with Batista here and be like, right, we'll follow this up. We'll put a patrol car on Dexter Morgan for like the next week or something to see what he gets up to. You know, give him a bit of respect that way. But they're kind of looking at him like he's got something wrong with him. Like you've wasted our time. I get it. Yeah, this Dexter destroyed the AirPods, he destroyed the tracker, and he's lost that side of it. But to think it. I mean, surely they could get cameras from that location and see Finney running it in his fucking boxers with plastic wrapped around him.
Yeah, you would think so. That might be the last we see of Finney. I don't really imagine that we'll get much more of him. I mean, we could get a scene with him and Elsa where he fixes the mold, but or maybe Finney's not going to change. Maybe he's going to continue being an arsehole tenant, and Dexter might need to visit him again.
He does kind of scream with the kind of guy that would get let off and then continue doing it.
Possibly. Then Wallace calls Quinn, and this scene, it was nice to see Quinn, but this scene just annoyed me, the way she was talking down to Quinn like he's a fucking nobody. I mean, this is Lieutenant Quinn.
Yeah, here, maybe he finally fucking got the sergeant's exam correct, and then actually promoted to sergeant. Because see that? I was reviewing season 8 the other day. What a fucking disgrace that jobber, I can't even remember her name, got the sergeant role over Quinn.
I can't remember her name either.
But she doesn't even appear after she gets the thing, man. Disgrace anyway. But Quinn's here, and she finds out, Wallace, that Quinn reveals that Angel's actually not there on official Miami business, and that
he's not even a cop anymore.
Yeah, and you know what, man? I feel like Quinn kind of landed Batista in it here. Like, I know he's unaware, but he's fucking dug him a hole. It's not looking good for Angel, man. It looks like Angel Batista's either going to go down as the Bay Harbor Butcher 2.0, or he's going to go down as a guy that was obsessed with the case and like get shot in the line of duty. But in this case, he's not even a police officer. I don't even know what's going to go down as. But yeah, I thought maybe when we were going to see Quinn, it was going to be like Batista ringing Quinn and be like, right, I need you here.
Yeah,
in New York,
something like that. I thought Quinn was. I was hoping Quinn was going to come to New York and be a part of the show full time. But
is the connection bad in Miami? Can you not hear me? I fucking hate her, man. I despise her.
I wish the connection was bad every time she had a scene so we didn't have to see it, but unfortunately that's not the case. Harrison spends the night with his, I guess, maybe new girlfriend, Gigi. Don't really care, to be honest.
Is Elsa going to be jealous when she finds out about this? Probably.
Yeah, we also seen him with Elsa's son.
Oh, that's the underside of a boat. That's the top side of a boat. And your lungs don't work with you, man. And then that's pretty much it.
Where's the kid's dad? He can show him how boats work. He sailed off in a boat to get milk one day and never came back.
But see, to me, this is just like summing up everything that's like wrong with it. Like, this Elsa character is supposed to be like, oh, it's a great woman, right?
No, but it's like...
No, but husband's knowing the scene, right? Or what? Husband. Father of the kids knowing the scene. Harrison literally could not be nicer to her. Literally babysitting the kid. And I guarantee fucking to you, and she gets sniff of this, she will be in a pissy mood about it.
Even though she's kept him in the friend zone, it's like, holy fuck. I mean, maybe if you think Harrison's a good nice guy and he's good to be around and he's very good with your son, maybe the actual thought of getting in a relationship with the guy might not be the worst thing ever.
Yep.
But no, you know, she's like, oh no. You can't kiss me, Harrison. I don't feel that way about you, but I'm happy for you to... No, I mean, I don't feel that way about you, but I'm happy to let you stay at my place and look after my son.
Why go to be the father he doesn't have?
Modern day women. Anyway, right, and then we have Dexter having dinner with Harrison, and out of nowhere, they're approached at the end by Prater, who says, "Oh, Red, I didn't know you had a son." And now Dexter, I don't think he likes this. Not that his identity or anything's been revealed, but I just don't think...
Yeah, I think it's just a simple case of Charlie and Prater wanting to find out more on him, and they've done that.
Yeah, and...
The ghost isn't up here.
Yeah, and Dexter, I just don't think Dexter will be happy with Prater, knowing that Harrison is his son, or that he even has a son, because that's the part of Dexter's life he wanted to keep separate for all those people. But yeah, Prater, I mean, that's him down Al now as well. The only person he's got left is Dexter.
Absolutely.
Or Red, as he likes to call him.
Yeah, so I wonder what this is going to be about, sir. conversation in episode 9. Looking forward to it. Touched by an Angel. I'm fearing it for Batista, man. Episode 8 went a direction I didn't expect it to go. I expected episode 8 for Batista to pretty much get like slam dunk evidence on Dexter and be able to use it. When the reality is, he got fucking hee-haw on him. He almost got slam dunk information, but he just doesn't have the basketball.
He got slam dunked by Finney running out that laundry. That's
my way,
sure.
cocksucker!
How about that?
Yeah, and anyway,
You fucking Sopranos!
that's it.
You fucking Batistas!
Yeah, looking forward to you cops, you detectives. I'm looking forward to the next episode. Trailer hopefully for episode 9 will be out soon. We can react to that. But for now, guys, that is going to do it. It's into its rating time. You know what? This was episode 8, and I think I'll give it an 8. Episode 8 gets an 8 for me. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8 as 10 out as well. I'll agree with that.
Alrighty, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Episode 9, Touched by an Angel. Touched by Angel Batista, damn it. And we'll see if he's walking alone next time. Till then, though, peace.